Hello and welcome back to my purple desk. My name is Olivia, and on this channel I do cash stuffings and a little bit of budgeting, and stick around if you'd like to see more of that. So today, as you have seen by the title, I have an extra $300 that did not come out of my paycheck. It actually came from my bank. I have a credit union, and every year they do a give back, kind of like a rebate, and I qualified for the most, which is the $300. So that's what we'll be cash stuffing today. Mostly it will be going into these two binders. And then at the end, I will discuss my plans for next year and what this binder is for, because I'm sure some people have noticed that I don't have much in here at all. So let's go ahead and do the cash stuffing first, and then I'll talk about plans for next year. So first I'm gonna count this out. It's all in 20s, so that's all we've got. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 100, 2, 4, 6, 8, 200, 2, 4, 6, 8, 300. So I like to get it all in 20s just because I can put more in each different category. So starting off with this one, I think I am going to put a little bit into emergency just so my next paycheck I can finish this off. So let's do, it's 90, 90, or 90. I'm gonna do 80, and I'm just gonna color in only a portion. Okay. So the next paycheck I get, which I think is gonna be a little low, just because my husband's was, so mine will probably be similar. The next paycheck I get, I only have to do the 90, 90, and 10. So what is that? 90, 180, 190? Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8. All right. So the plan, once this is finished, is to take that money back to the bank and put it into my high yield savings account that I have with Ally, and it's going to be the beginning of a true emergency fund. My big goal for next year is to have 6 months of our living expenses saved up so that I can say that we truly do have an actual emergency fund. Okay. So Christmas is fully funded. Thankfully, I am going to, at the end of this month, calculate everything that I have left on my credit card that needs to come out of this envelope, and I'm hoping that I'll have some left over that I can save for the next year. That was my goal originally, was to save up extra in this envelope and just have a jump start for the next year. So car maintenance, I am going to put something in car maintenance. Let's figure out how much we need to put in there. Well, these are accurate. These should be accurate. So let's decide how much we want to put in there and see how many little piggies we can color in. Now, unfortunately, again, it's going to be the wrong increment because I only have 20s. So if I do 60, then we can color in 50 and a little bit of the next one. Okay, let's do that. So 2, 4, 6. Yeah, okay. All right, so let's color that in. So hopefully my plan for this one is actually to fill in the whole thing and let that be the beginning of a new car fund. My car is still in good working condition. My dad has some repairs to do on it, but it's not unsafe to drive. And I'm lucky that my dad is a mechanic and can do all the repairs on my car, so it costs me far less to maintain an older car than it does people who don't have access to a mechanic in their family. But eventually, maybe in like 2 years, I am gonna need a new car, because it will probably in 2 years just come to the end of its life. I mean, it's got 236,000 miles on it. That's pretty darn good if you ask me. So I'm gonna color in just a tiny little bit of this guy, so I'll know I have an odd increment. Okay, let's see how much is in here, because I think it's pretty darn full and it's pretty exciting. And maybe soon I'll have to go through and do like a condensing. Maybe we can do that to start the year off. That would be nice. Okay, so we have 100 there. 2, 4, 6, 8. 200, 2, 4, 6, 8. 300. 2, 4, 6, 8. 400. 2, 4, 6, 7. 470. That is pretty impressive, you know? I did not think I would have that much money in there at the end of this year. So, awesome. All right. So this one, okay. Not gonna do anything with this one. I am actually gonna take, it has a $500 placeholder in here, and I'm gonna take that out because when I took all my money out of my Ally long-term, my high interest checking, I took all that money out to pay off my student loans, and I forgot to leave this 500 in there. There's only like 100 in there right now. So I'm gonna take this out, and starting next year, I'm gonna start working on getting back up to the 500 that I should have in here. And then throughout the rest of the year, I'll see if I can fill this up, but that's gonna be pretty ambitious, taking into account all of the other goals that I have for next year. So for now, this one is gonna have nothing in it, and it's okay because we have plenty of other envelopes that we could pull money out of if we needed to in a true emergency. So that's it for this one. So next is this one. And I'm excited because I can give myself a little bit of extra spending money. I will be honest, and I have already spent some of this money. I went on Etsy and I ordered labels for these empty envelopes, and I ordered things to rearrange this binder for next year, which I'll talk about in a little bit. So first off, I'm gonna put money into, it says hobby. I ordered a label that said hobbies because I have more than one, because most people do. Okay, so I'm gonna start, I spent about $53 on Etsy, so I'm gonna start with 40, and my next paycheck I will add some more. I wanna just spread this out as far as it can go. So the other labels I have, I'll just show you. This one is skin. I got one that says skincare. This one's hair. And then this one is supplements. So I have started becoming the person who spends a good amount on vitamins, and it is worth it. And I'm a little picky. I don't just go willy-nilly, but it is expensive. So I want to start saving up ahead of time, especially because I have one thing that I order off Amazon on a subscription basis, and I want to be able to take the money out. I want to be able to take the money out and put it on my credit card so that I'm always ahead of paying my credit card, and I don't have to worry about, am I going to get a large enough paycheck to cover bills and what I put on my credit card. Okay, anyway, let's put something in date night. I did want to take my husband to the Christmas light display, but it looks like he's just going to be working a bunch of overtime until probably the 28th or 29th of this month. So we may not be able to go to that this year, which is sad, because the place where they have the Christmas light display is the same place where we got married. So it was going to be a fun little, let's go back. It's been 4 months. All right, so I only have 20s again. So I'm gonna have to color in two $10 kitties. I picked black, but maybe that wasn't the best color to pick, so. But you know, there are black cats out there, and black cats get left in shelters more because people are superstitious, so. Love to the black cats. We're gonna color them in black, not be afraid. So yeah, so it looks like I'm just saving up this money, and maybe the next time we are both off work, I'll treat him and be like, hey, I have this money, let's go out to eat, you know? Let's go do something fun. So we are up to 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 in date night. That's pretty nice, pretty good. One of my goals for the next year, and I usually give myself too many New Year's resolutions. I just say goals, so it's not so intimidating. But usually I give myself too many. But one of my goals was to take him to do more fun things that he's never done. Because there's things like he's never seen snow, but that's of course a long-term goal because I don't want to spend money traveling a whole bunch next year. But other things like horseback riding, I don't think he's ever done that. One of them was go and see a ballet. Like, he wanted to go see Nutcracker, but of course we work so much in December, it's not a good time. I don't think he's ever been to the symphony because me and my family did that growing up. It was a normal thing of, hey, let's go to the symphony on Saturday and then go out to eat afterwards. So I wrote down specific things because what I've learned about goal setting is if you don't make it specific enough, you will never know when you've achieved that goal, and you'll never get that satisfied feeling, that feeling of being proud of yourself for achieving a goal. So instead of just writing, take my husband on more date nights, I wrote down specifically the specific date nights that I wanted to do. There was like 5. If anyone's interested, I'll talk more about it next time. But okay, so how much do we have left? We have 100 left. I think I may put the remaining 100 in tattoo. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Let's put 60 in tattoo. I do have another tattoo appointment coming up next month that I haven't asked off work for. And I said I was going to do like a no buy year, but I pushed it back. It was supposed to be this year. I pushed it back to next year. I think it's okay to go ahead and finish that and still do a no buy year. So I'm going to put this remaining, I'm going to put 20, let's put 20 in supplements and then 20 in skincare, and I will have gotten a jump start on those envelopes. Hair, I'm going to leave empty because honestly, I have everything that I need to keep up with the color in my hair, which I am quite embarrassed the number of times that my head poked into the camera last video. But hair, I have everything that I need to take care of my hair color, and I don't plan on getting a haircut for a while. I am trying to grow my hair out, and I did ask for some hair care products for Christmas, so that should be it. Yeah, okay. So let's talk about big plans for next year and what this binder is going to look like, because this binder is going to be the focus of next year. This is my household binder. And it's going to be the binder that holds the 6-month fund. Now, to me, a 6-month fund is your basic bills. It's enough money that if both, God forbid, both people in the house lost their income, you would have 6 months to go find another job before panicking. So the goal, and I have put these in order, I did order some more envelopes to go in here to hold other categories. But my plan for this is that the big numbers, like the mortgage, I have my little goal written in the corner. So my goal for this is $6,000. And I'm sure depending on where you live, you might be thinking, oh my God, that's really inexpensive. How'd you find a mortgage that inexpensive? It's a 600 square foot condo, and this includes the home insurance, the private mortgage insurance, and the property taxes are all escrowed into my mortgage payment. It's all lumped together. So I overestimated, and my goal is just $6,000. So I have home insurance as a separate envelope because I want to get myself to save up extra. You know what I mean? So car insurance, I need to look at the numbers that we pay for car insurance. Household, this is just things like true necessities, like if you need like toilet bowl cleaner or dish soap. It's not things like, not things like shampoo or groceries or things like that, but just light bulbs. You know, you could pay your electric bill, but if you run out of light bulbs, it's still going to be a problem. So that's what this is for. I do need to take money out of here for the things that I have bought on my credit card. So, and then the vacation. I did order more envelopes for things like property tax, water, electric. There was one more and I can't think of it. But I did get little subdividers to have one vacation envelope and then subdivide it into categories. It seems silly to be putting money in a vacation envelope when my goal is to fill all of these in the front enough for us to have 6 months of our living expenses taken care of. But we are hoping that my husband will be able to get his green card next summer, spring or summer. We're being optimistic. And the plan is to go to Peru to visit his family because I have never been outside of the United States. I got a passport to get ready for this, and now we just need his green card so he can re-enter the country. So my plan is to get little subdividers for this envelope and to start putting money away for that vacation. Now, will I use most of that money? Maybe not, because his family will be super excited and most likely they will help us finance that trip. But I want to be prepared and I want to surprise him and say, hey, I know we're going to Peru. I saved up all the money ahead of time for things like gas and a rental car and snacks and activities and things like that. So that's going to be a surprise. That's part of what I ordered on Etsy. And then these are for in the future. We would like to buy a house in maybe a year and a half. So these are for the future. I'm not doing anything with those right now. But that's the plan for next year. I'll have more of my goals taped in the corner the next time we sit down and actually go through and add all of these new envelopes. And yeah, so my goal for next year is to save up $10,000 in 6-month emergency fund. So if you would like to stick around and see how I do achieving that goal for next year, there will be a lot more cash stuffings to come. The next video should be a paycheck cash stuffing. And then after that, we should be able to sit down and really go through goals for next year and rearrange these binders, do an unstuffing, maybe go through and kind of do a bill reduction. But anyway, if you've watched this far, thank you for sticking with me through this rambly video. Please leave a comment, and if you'd like to keep up with my videos for next year, subscribe. I'm trying to grow this channel. And thank you very much for watching. I will see y'all next time. Bye!